Certainly building up. They're expecting a crowd of around 38,000. They've got a live band on the pitch, the Commandments. He's enjoying himself. Goodness me. I wonder if Peter Reid is in such good spirits. He's now talking to our reporter, Alan Bentley.
Peter, with such a healthy lead in Division 1, how do you guard against complacency?
Well, you can't win anything in January. It's impossible. I think it's a good game because Ipswich are one of the best teams in the league and play good football. So we're going to be at our best to win the game, and the players will be up for it. No mistake about that. If they don't perform, I've got other players who can get in the side. So you've got to play well here, or you don't get in the team.
I mean, people forget this season. You've had tremendous injury problems, haven't you, along the way?
Yeah, I mean, we've had real bad ones. Phillips was his first game back last week, and we've missed Clarkey. Well, the list goes on, but it's the strength and depth of the squad which has pulled us through, and the spirit among the players, which is fantastic. That's what pleases me, and I know. I mean, you don't play well in every game, but I know they're going to give me everything they've got.
Good news there, Alan Johnston and Michael Gray back.
They are terrific news. Yeah, it's a massive boost for us. Delighted about that, and delighted just watch England win the cricket. And you're interrupting me watching that, but brilliant result for the English lads in Australia.
Thanks, Peter.
Pleasure.
You want to know?
Typical of Alan Bentley, always butting in when he's least wanted. That cricket, of course, was over on Sky Sports 2. England beating Australia by, I think, 7 runs in Sydney, so that was a great start to the day. What is going to happen this afternoon then, Trevor? We know you'd rather see a Sunderland victory. Is that going to be the case?
Well, I think so. I think that Sunderland are the favourites, rightly so. Their home form has been outstanding. But I think Ipswich, I think the lads mentioned this now, that without Mowbray, I think that's a big loss to them, especially playing against Big Niall Quinn. But I think in Richard Wright, they've got an outstanding keeper. He comes off his line, takes a lot of crosses, and I think that with Johnson back in the team today, I think they'll be trying to supply a lot of crosses for Quinn. So I think that Richard Wright is an essential part of the Ipswich team.
OK, but I'm going to put a home win down against your name, is that right?
I'm happy with that.
OK. Nigel, 2 correct predictions out of 3 so far this year. What's it to be this afternoon?
Yeah, I'm flying. I'm going to have to go for Sunderland, I think. But if Ipswich can keep Sunderland quiet for the first 20 minutes, that's the most important time. If they concede an early goal, I can see there being a few goals in this, but I think I'll go for Sunderland.
Come on, Ray. Ipswich convert, go the other way.
They've only scored 36 goals, I think, this year, Ipswich, this season. But I honestly feel if they can get enough ball up to Naylor and Johnson, up against Melville and Butler, who are 2 big lads, but these two, Naylor and Johnson, are very, very quick on the floor. I think they could cause them a few problems. I'm going for a draw.
Going for a draw. Good man.
Can I just say that it'll be interesting to see how Ipswich actually, approach this game, because they have been second for most of this season. It's the first time they've come down to a 5th position. So they're playing under a little bit of pressure. I think next week they're in the cup, so there's no league game for them next week. So if they don't get a result today, they play again in 2 weeks' time. They could be, a little bit down the league.
Yeah, it is a big afternoon for them, no doubt about that. So 2 home wins and a draw, according to our experts. We'll remind them of that at half-time and full-time. But it's now time to say a very good afternoon to our match commentators, Alan Brazil and Rob Hawthorne.
Good afternoon, and what a tribute it is to Sunderland that their challengers haven't really eaten into their lead too significantly despite a recent dip in form.